Welcome to the Beyond Barriers podcast. If you're an ambitious woman who wants to dominate your career, then you are in the right place. This podcast is co-hosted by Nikki Barua, digital innovator, serial entrepreneur, author, and speaker, and Monica Marquez, ex-Googler, diversity expert, and senior corporate leader. From inspiring stories to cutting-edge strategies, you'll learn how to develop the skill set, mindset, and tool set to get future-ready fast and accelerate your success. Welcome to the Beyond Barriers Habits and Hacks Show. Can you believe that we are in the month of July? What a year 2020 has turned out to be, and we're only halfway through it. We still have 6 more months to go. Now, did you kick off this year with big dreams and aspirations only to be faced with unexpected obstacles? Well, in today's episode, we'll share practical tips for you to implement so you can take action and gain momentum in the second half of 2020. So let's get started. Nikki, how has your first half of 2020 been?
Oh my God. It's been a total roller coaster. I began this year with excitement about my vision for the decade. 2020 is a milestone year. So I spent a lot of time envisioning the next 10 years, and based on that, what was going to be important and meaningful to achieve in 2020. And as you know, I had a really vivid vision of the year and a really awesome vision board to match, both in terms of personal goals and professional ambitions. Big goals for Beyond Barriers, obviously, programs for our corporate clients, big plans for our media platform, 4 live conferences throughout the year, and a global professional development academy. And obviously, the one thing I did not have on my vision board was plans for a global pandemic and economic setbacks and all the things that happened. Because when COVID happened, everyone was quarantined at home, business spending paused, and then there was just a massive loss of life and income all around. I mean, it's really been devastating to see the impact, all around the world. So of course, at first, I too went through that same sort of shock and complete disbelief that this was even happening. It was not my plan. It was just not my plan. And so that shock led into a little bit of inertia, not knowing what decisions to make, what actions to take. But then within a couple of days, I was reminded of how I've always managed to get unstuck when I've found myself feeling inertia. How do I go from inertia to action? And it's by applying the same exact strategy every single time. It's really helped me kind of go from uncertainty to action and then create traction and momentum. And I call it the barriers to breakthrough strategy, because no matter what the barrier it is, it always helps me get to a breakthrough. I just love it. It works every single time. It's worked for me for years under all kinds of circumstances, even the perfect storm. I mean, I absolutely agree. After learning that 5-step framework from you, it's helped me tremendously. I've never felt more confident and more certain in my life. In fact, so many have asked me what's my secret and why I'm not nervous during this, scary environment under the certain circumstances. And I tell them that it's this strategy, that it really changed my mindset. It helped me take action. And since learning the framework, I found myself using it over and over again to help me take action in various different aspects of my life, both personal and professional. From gaining clarity and taking action towards a new career path, deciding to leave corporate and work full-time and Beyond Barriers. That was a big decision. And for a moment, I was stuck and indecisive. I didn't know if I could do it. And then I leveraged this 5-step framework and made that decision and then took massive action. And then I've also used it in clarifying personal commitments for myself and using it to help me identify habits and adopting identifying and adopting those new habits so that I can reach those goals. It's helped me tremendously. That's exactly what it's all about. You got to shift your mindset and you have to take massive action, because obstacles are always going to appear on a path.
Mhm.
You know, even in the best of times, you're going to face some kind of obstacle that really takes your life sideways unexpectedly.
Right.
And in the worst of times, it feels like those obstacles stack up, right?
Right.
Like it
It's
just
just like,
feels like, you know,
when it rains, it pours.
When it rains, it pours. It all kind of feels like, my gosh, could things get any worse? I
Right.
mean, why is it happening to me? Why is
Mhm.
all of this happening all at the same time? So you can't do anything to change the obstacles or prevent the obstacles from occurring.
Mhm.
What you can do is figure out how to develop the strategies and the skills for overcoming all of those obstacles.
Mhm.
And, you know, this framework, this 5-step framework really takes you through a very, you know, methodical
Mhm.
step-by-step approach.
Right.
Where, you know, you go from getting clear about what it is you want and why you want it, to then identifying the obstacles in your path,
Mhm.
these specific obstacles that are
Right.
truly the ones in your path versus the things you imagine or the things that are out of your control.
Right.
And then you identify the best strategies that you can apply.
Mhm.
And then you make a decision that you have confidence and certainty in. And then finally, you start with taking that one baby step action. And
Right.
when you follow that 5-step framework,
Mhm.
no matter what kind of obstacle, whether it's business or life or home or personal or professional, it doesn't matter.
Mhm.
Whatever it is, it works every single time because it breaks down really big problems
Mhm.
into small
Yes.
bite-sized chunks, something that makes you feel more in control, gives you a greater degree of certainty, and helps you take action. And when you start taking action, that momentum builds up, and that's how you lead to real change.
Mhm.
So this is the framework that I've used for so many years. It's worked for me. It's worked for so many people I've coached.
Mhm.
And this is the same framework that helped me then, you know, in the midst of this pandemic, restructure the business plan and think about how to take a completely different approach and actually build a thriving business
Mhm.
in this crazy environment. And most importantly, serve our community and help them navigate through career challenges at a really difficult time.
Mhm.
And it's actually been kind of unbelievable to see the momentum and the outstanding results. And I really owe it all to this Barriers to Breakthroughs framework.
Yes, I mean, it's been amazing. I mean, not just to achieve great results, but to feel confident and secure in a turbulent environment, right? I mean, as we begin the second half of the year, none of us know where it's going to go, you know, whether it's going to be better or whether it's going to be worse than the first half of the year. And you can't really make predictions about the future. But what we can do and what you can do is you can commit to developing the skills to weather any storm. And, you know, so many of my friends and my former colleagues, they've been feeling stuck during this time and they don't know how to jumpstart their transformation. And they want to change, but they don't know how to move forward, right? And here's the thing. You know, that change that we want in our lives, I mean, it's possible, but in an instant. But you have to make that decision and you have to say, enough is enough. I mean, I have to do something now. I mean, I have so many of my friends who are coming to me and saying, what are you doing? Like, whatever you're doing, I want to do that.
Yeah. And so if that's where you are, where you have made that decision and you're saying enough is enough, I've got to do something now, I'm ready for change and I'm willing to take action, then we want to share our formula with
Yes.
you. And here's why. You know, it's our thank you to you for being part of our community. And it's also part of the launch celebration of Beyond Barriers Academy,
Yes.
which we're so thrilled
Yay.
about, that, you know, we're doing global launch. And so we have this extraordinary offer for you so you can jumpstart 2020 and gain mid-year momentum.
Yes.
It doesn't matter what the first half has been like. Think of it as a restart, a way for you to, you know, gain a completely different outcome, regardless of the things that are out of your control.
Right.
And here's how we're doing it. We're kicking off a 5-day challenge. And if you sign up for this challenge, you'll get access to the entire Barriers to Breakthroughs digital training course. It's got step-by-step guidance and lessons and frameworks and strategies, not only to shift your mindset, you know, identify the exact obstacle that's holding you back, figure out the strategies that will work for you, and how to make a firm decision and exactly how to take action. In addition to that digital training course, you're going to get daily coaching for 5 days from both Monica and myself. And you're going to get lifetime access to the Beyond Barriers online community, so you can level up together. And finally, you're also going to get a copy of my best-selling book and a companion journal that is filled with incredible reflection questions and guided exercises that you can use over and over again throughout your life. Because one thing we know, those obstacles never stop coming. So use this companion journal as your guide, and all of this training course that's available to you. Now, as you can imagine, all of these things, the training course, the live coaching, the companion journal, the book, the free book, all of these things, collectively, it's worth thousands of dollars. But we want to help you jumpstart momentum for the second half of 2020, even in this current environment. No matter what the next 6 months pan out to be, we want to help you take that action today for being part of this community. So we want to make this offer to you for just a $5 commitment and 5 days off your time.
Now, why $5? Why not just give it away for free?
Well, it's quite simple. You got to have some skin in the game, because you could get the best strategies and the secret formulas from anyone. But if you are unwilling to commit to change, if you're unwilling to invest in yourself, and you're not going to actually follow through on what's necessary to get the results you want. So really, you're getting a ton of incredible gifts in this whole package, but without the commitment, there's no way you're going to get results. So that means this is just not the right time, or this is just not the right program for you. So as much as this is for people who are ready for change and willing to take action, it is absolutely not for someone who's wishy-washy or not ready, or just, doesn't want to engage at this time. So I want to make that part clear, that this is really about your commitment to yourself. We're offering you the tools and the strategies and the training, and all we're asking for is your commitment in just $5 and 5 days of your time. And if you are willing to do that, then you're going to see incredible results in just that short period of time.
So bottom line, it's for those who are ready to invest in themselves and commit now.
Exactly. If this timing works for you, take advantage of it, because whatever it is that you've been wanting to do, that you've put on hold or felt like you were afraid to follow through on, now's the time to take advantage of this kind of opportunity and simply jumpstart whatever it is that you felt like you were waiting for a sign. This is it.
That's right. So if you're ready for change and you want to gain momentum, then use this opportunity to shift the next 6 months in your life and your career. Create your game plan and start taking action to overcome the obstacles in your path. Imagine feeling inspired and excited about what's possible. So don't miss this opportunity to get step-by-step guidance to jumpstart your momentum. Go to our newly launched online academy at beyondbarriersacademy.com and sign up for the 5-day challenge today.
Thanks for listening. There are thousands of podcasts out there, and we are so grateful that you've chosen to listen to ours. Visit iambeyondbarriers.com, where you'll find show notes and links to all the resources referenced in this episode. And be sure to take the quiz on the website. Your score will tell you where you are, what helps you gain momentum, and what holds you back. You'll also get a free guide with cutting-edge career strategies. We'd also love to hear from you. Share your comments and topic suggestions on iambeyondbarriers.com, and we'll be sure to address them in future episodes. If you enjoyed our show today, please subscribe and rate the podcast, or just tell a friend about it. See you next episode.